Hey everybody, here's a little throwback video. This is the Dallas Europa Platinum Plus in 2013. It's also where Robert Oberst won his pro card. I was going for the Arnold invite for the first ever Strongman fitness class. We had an axle for reps. It's 200 something pounds, I don't really remember. It was going pretty good. This was the first event. It wasn't supposed to be the first event. I remember that they switched a lot of stuff. Also, my life was a mess at this point, and I was getting really hot in my competing and went into this contest overconfident. And that definitely affected me. I just thought there's no way I can lose anything because I finally was getting success, and that's always a bad thing. But doing these videos to kind of look back at some stuff and with my, some years removed, get some perspective and hopefully you learn a thing or two from my past accomplishments and mistakes. I just cleaning each rep, just got a little tired. And so I think I tied for first in this event, so it was a good start. I just Mark Taysom just absolutely crushed it though. This is an event where it started to go wrong. I just couldn't get my straps to grip, and this is my own fault for just not practicing them. This is before figure eight straps got back into popularity, and I was getting some hard calls because this is one of the unfortunate things where there's two different lanes and two judges, and mine was a power lifter who didn't like how my knees were a little soft, and you can see at the top it's just um, slowing down. So I end up getting a lot of no reps here, which bumped me up to like third instead of getting first. Uh, but my own fault. There was a lot of confusion over. They said that no straps are going to be allowed, then straps are going to be allowed. So I think I bought straps last minute and just didn't really train axle in them back then, because back then actually it was pretty rare to see straps on axle deadlift. But I was pretty pissed off at this point. And then here's where it real went wrong. So it was a circus dumbbell medley. I'm asking who's my judge because no one was head on with me. I think it was like 130 for 2 reps, then 150 for 2 reps. And here, it was very easy weight for me back then. And I heard down from the announcer. And then here, the announcer was saying I was good. See, right here, and then, but the judge was saying you're not good. Then they said you're good. So that kind of really threw me off. Um, Always, ask for time if possible. And I just try to rush it and go too fast and just really botch this all up. And not training, the dumbbell I trained on wasn't specific enough, I think, and just wasn't strong enough. That one didn't count, which is fair. But it's just there's a lot of miscommunication here between myself and the judges, and that's something you kind of really want to be get good communication with your judges and events. And then I walked around absolutely furious. Yoke was always a bad event for me. You can see I'm wearing weightlifting shoes. I was trying everything. My stance is too wide. Um, and just honestly, and you can tell I'm not really moving with my hips. There's a lot of knee movement, but this honestly wasn't a bad run for me at the time. I just wasn't good at yoke. I never trained it for speed because it was always heavier than I could manage. Farmers, I think it was like 250 pounds in hand, and yeah, I just never trained for speed then. So this is something I didn't account for at a contest with where everyone was good. This event, I made another crucial mistake. In the sled dragon training, I had been using rock climbing shoes, which you can tell I'm wearing. I was absolutely fast on this event, but you can see how I'm sliding around. Good, 200 some pound keg, and I thought it was going very well. Not really paying attention to where I placed the implements in the sled. I should have placed them further back. And then the duck walk, this was supposed to be like 300 and something pounds. And right here, I can see where I actually am just strong enough. I can just shrug it up and put it up on my quads. You can see me just keep working it up. I had very strong upper back then, but it all went wrong on the sled drag. And that one you weren't supposed to didn't have to put in the sled. A little bit of water, but didn't take into account that the expo floors are very slick, and I just could not get traction, obviously, with rock climbing shoes. It was just, and I didn't have any other shoe that was good. And knowing what I know now, I would have not worn shoes if it was allowed. But I still had a pretty good run here. Not too bad. Good leaning back. I should have threw my head back. But right here, I hit all the chalk from all the competitors, and that's just not being aware of your surroundings. And I just couldn't get it to inch past that because see where I'm pulling, it's just nothing but chalk. And then, of course, everyone else that went after me went and decided to, you know, clean that up. So always be aware of your surroundings. Thanks for watching. Not trying to make this a pity party on that I did horrible, but it was one of my. This contest taught me a lot, a little bit about humility because it didn't go right when I thought it really would. And Mark Taysom had an awesome show and won and qualified for the Arnold. You can follow him at Yoke and Stone on Instagram.